Man.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah. Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, we live right now, Sega man.
All right.
Yay, good evening, everybody. Quick apology because originally the show was supposed to start 2 hours ago, but sometime life happens, things get in the way. But we here anyway. We gonna have a great time, and and before we get started, I gotta say thank you to the panel and the chat because without both the panel and the chat, this show, The Unlimited Truth, would not be celebrating its second year anniversary, right? So 2 years ago was the debut, first debut of The Unlimited Truth, and since then it's just gotten bigger and better. We've added the likes of other Zinc and Deus since, and it just feels like the show is just reaching that momentum, right? And not only that, I really do hope that I'm doing a good job taking over where E-Rock left off because unfortunately his YouTube channel was deleted earlier this year with the Exile podcast, and so hopefully the baton pass was kind of forced on guys like me and Sega Man and stuff like that, but hopefully you guys, so just a big thank you to Zinc, Sega Man, E-Rock X, and the chat because without y'all, we wouldn't be here today. So I just wanted to extend that, and then I'm going to introduce the panel. Then let's have a great time today, guys, because more fantastic Xbox news, more Sony nonsense, and but with that, hey man, I got to start with my big brother in the game, E-Rock X. Introduce yourself.
Hey guys, this is Rock X, the Don King of Xbox, the hype man for the Xbox brand. Always. And I'm back, man. Congratulations to Unlimited Production, my little brother in the game, on 2 years of the Unlimited Truth, man. I don't know where the time went. Two years flew by quick. But hey, man, here we are. Time keeps moving on. The news keeps moving on. And if I could pass the baton to anybody, I'm glad it was Unlimited Production and my man, my boy, my brother, Sega Man 101. So let's go.
Yeah, man, absolutely, man, great stuff, and thank you, because you're the one who got me started, man. You and Heatbot, so I'll always be eternally grateful for you guys for reaching out to me when I was leaving fucking soliloquies in your comment section. But next one, man, the number one with the gun, Sega Man. Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man back with another Unlimited Truth, celebrating the Unlimited Truth, man. I'm so proud of our brother, Unlimited Productions, man. He has a fire podcast, man. Also a fire channel. You know what I mean? He's came. I mean, he puts in the work, man. Unlimited puts in the work. He's always exposing, putting people under extortion, man, on that pony side. You know what I mean? And it's just a great thing that's been going on lately, man. We come so far, E-Rock, to have great brothers like Hebot and Unlimited, Other Zinc, man. I used to listen to Other Zinc when he was on 100's channel. He would come in every now and then and chop up some game with 100, having Tuck, even they are the first lady of chat, our first lady of chat of Xbox. And this is a great thing, guys. We got some great stuff that's going to be coming up too. And we'll talk about all that later, but Unlimited, I'm happy to be here to support the anniversary of your channel, man. Good job, brother.
Hey, thank you, Sega Man. And it wouldn't be the same without you. And last but not least, man, the man who represents the chat, the guy who keeps me on deck. He's the only guy that could ever expose your boy Unlimited as a liar. Other Zinc, man, introduce yourself.
Definitely, and you're right about that because no need to praise Unlimited. He's an accountant. He's responsible for raising gas prices. He works for an oil company. He does that creative math. That's bullshit. And we're ready to go.
Awesome stuff. Hey, Adidas 20. Thank you for the $5. He said, let's talk about the pony bots that want Xbox to be like PlayStation. Oh, we're going to get to that. We are going to get to that, Adidas. Yeah, because me and Zink, we're kind of hitting at it before we started. Adidas.
Hey, I ran into
Adidas. Get on
Adidas.
their ass today.
I ran into Adidas in another chat earlier. He didn't see me, but I saw him talking a whole lot of shit. This dude is primed and ready to go. And Adidas, he ain't playing.
Yeah. And box. So, matter of fact, let's get started with some gaming sales news and all that stuff, right? Box said, I heard PlayStation Baldur's Gate flop. True? Well, let's look at the facts, my friend. And according to Matt Piscatella, in September, on PlayStation 5, Baldur's Gate 3 ranked 20th in the same metric in a month where on PC, it did numbers on PC. But on PlayStation, it was number 20. So yeah, it flopped. And listen, it's no surprise. It is no surprise that the PlayStation fans did not go out and play fucking Baldur's Gate 3. I told you months ago, Box, that PlayStation fans were not going to come in. It was just the only reason why they cared about that game for the 6 seconds they did is because at this time it wasn't stated to come to Xbox. The moment Phil told Larian Studios that to put out that tweet that it's coming to Xbox, guess what happened? They didn't give a fuck, and they're going to never buy the game. Meanwhile, as you see on screen, Starfield just busted the biggest myth about Xbox Game Pass. You might be wondering how. How is that? Well, let's take a look how, shall we? Because it was the biggest selling game of September, even though it was on Game Pass. And people think that there's this Game Pass effect. You see, y'all got the Game Pass effect backwards. Y'all think because the game is day one, people aren't going to buy it. The reverse has been true, as we keep seeing with these games breaking records. And let's not forget, Starfield was Bethesda's biggest launch ever in company history. So what the Game Pass effect actually is that it's making games more successful than ever. I don't know why y'all keep thinking it's the opposite. As a matter of fact, let me go to another chart, shall we? Yes, here's the September numbers, where you see Starfield was number one and beat out Mortal Kombat 1, which I heard was a great game. Unfortunately, haven't had the time to play it because of when it came out. So Starfield was the biggest selling game. And then in 2023 altogether, Starfield is the 7th best-selling game of the year. And mind you, this just goes back from January 1st, 2021 to November 30th, where Hogwarts Legacy, which we know was a mega hit, and Starfield in that month's time, in the 1 month, actually it was less than a month because it technically came out September 6th, 2023, was number 7. So I'm going to start with E-Rock. E-Rock, man, tell me, let's talk about this because the doubters, for some reason, E-Rock has this weird misconception that Game Pass affects games in a negative way. But here we go. Another example where Game Pass, if anything, is the catalyst to Starfield being Bethesda's biggest launch ever. Not only is it their biggest launch ever, and in less than a month, E-Rock is the 7th best-selling game of the year. So let me get your thoughts on this.
Well, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now I'm clear.
Well, from what I've noticed, man, being involved in the entertainment media, even in the lowest form that I'm in as a lowly writer or lowly wannabe writer, I've seen that the people who have the loudest voices have the least information. That's whether it's in entertainment, movies, pro wrestling news, video game news. The people who have the loudest voices have the least information. And I don't know who did not think that Starfield was a huge hit. We knew this was going to happen, not because we're experts, because anybody who's followed the history of Todd Howard and Bethesda knows that this is a unique brand. Bethesda games are unique in the gaming industry, much in the same way that Rockstar is unique in the gaming industry, much in the same way that Ubisoft is unique in the gaming industry. And their games are going to sell, but Bethesda's more than not, because they don't put out a game every year, right? I don't know what kind of wizards they have over at Forza Horizon, or what kind of wizardry is going on over at Ubisoft. But usually Rockstar and Bethesda, it takes them years to put out new games. It takes them years to put out new content because they go so deep. Mm-hmm. And I'm not surprised at all to see that Starfield is the number 7 selling game all year. That is really impressive. And nowhere on that list is a PlayStation game. And this ain't throwing shade at PlayStation. I'm just saying that your little bubble in your little section of the gaming world, PlayStation fans, is so small, it's so minute, it's so insignificant And this just shows that even being on Game Pass, a game could do huge numbers, but we've already known this. And two, a lot of a lot of Starfield's success came from you YouTubers. It came from you. It came from you streamers. It came from you streamers who wanted to get who got your early copies, or a lot of you streamers who didn't get review copies from Microsoft. A lot of you guys bought the $30 edition that helps you upgrade Starfield early, and you had early access. So it was you. A lot of you guys who were hating on Starfield, like Dreamcast guy. Hey, Dreamcast guy, you made Starfield a success. So like, how does that?
Yep.
How do you like? So it is what it is, man. And you know, like, oh man, E-Rock, you talking too much sense, man. What happened to the angry E-Rock? What happened to the where's the Don King at? He'll be back. I'm still here. It's just you know, usually after 8 o'clock. Usually after 8 o'clock, I'm usually a lot more sedated, man. I'm usually a lot more sedated, either by beverage or being old. But yeah, man, I'm not surprised to see Starfield be a huge hit. We knew it was going to be, and this is why everyone was so afraid of Xbox buying Bethesda, because we know what their IPs are. Doom, we know what their IPs are. Elder Scrolls, and we know what their IPs can do. And for all the people that were blasting Fallout 76, that was one of Bethesda's biggest games ever.
Right.
The fact that you're still talking about it years after the fact, the fact that people are still playing Skyrim, lets you know who the only people that had any doubts and any complaints about Starfield were the usual suspects who can't imagine a world where Xbox is just killing it and running things. Well, it's here. Your worst nightmare is here. It's been here for 3 years. But I'm happy for Starfield's success. I have to get back on it because I'm still level 20. But there's been so much stuff like just thrown at us in Game Pass that, see, over here at Xbox, we got choices. Like, we got choices upon choices. So you got to take a break from one game, play something else, and then get back to something else you may have been on. But anyway, to close out, man, I'm not surprised at all by Starfield's success. It's well deserved. They put together one of the best RPGs in years, and this is a game you'll be playing for years, because I've still got things in the galaxy I've yet to discover. It may not never discover until next year, or who knows when. But anyway, man, congrats to Starfield. It's good to see these numbers, and that's why I like the Unlimited Truth and our group here of guys who have done podcasts and are still doing podcasts, because we don't come on with hyperbole or emotion. We come on with numbers. Numbers talk and bullshit walk. So right now the bullshit is walking. So congratulations to Starfield.
Oh, big congratulations. And Faded Blaze, I love the way he put it. He said Game Pass is basically try our games. If you like it, buy it. Yeah, and millions upon millions Faded Blaze are buying the games. You know, but with that said,
hey, Unlimited, hold on. Let me catch E-Rock in a lie here. He said he's just a lowly writer. I don't want to hear that shit, dude. Destin Legary writes, Ryan McCaffrey write, and they just make up shit.
But they have bigger reach than I'll ever have.
It doesn't matter.
I'm writing my shit on Instagram.
Hey, no matter how big you are, at least you're not out here making up some bullshit. Okay, so we could cancel all of that. But and then I got cussed out by Wilkins a couple days ago in the chat because I have over 50 hours in Starfield, and he was like, yo, bruh, you got to play a couple of these missions, and he named them, you know, and he's on his 7th playthrough or something wild.
Damn.
You know, so, you know, these people are killing it, man. So, but anyway, go on ahead.
Yeah, excellent point there, Zink. You know, excellent point. Before I move on to second, man, my God, listen, if you're a football fan, we're never gonna get past Madden because that's the 3rd best-selling game so far this fucking year. And as terrible as that series is, it's just same shit every year. And since it's the only one with the Madden license, nobody's ever going to challenge it. I just had to throw that out there.
And if I could add to that, Unlimited, listen, guys, listen. Madden and Call of Duty have a built-in audience. It's no need in ever getting mad at them.
Yeah,
they have a built-in audience that goes back decades. We just have to deal with that.
Not only that,
but Call of Duty is now going to be in Game Pass.
Right.
You know it's coming. So,
but
like,
not only that though, the thing with Madden is It's our number one sport in this country, in the United States. And the players change, and a lot of people have their favorite college player going to their favorite team or something of that nature. So it's going to be a revolving door. Also, the NFL license is wildly expensive. So they have to continue to make their money somewhere. That's why I give games like that sort of a break, because they're dealing with the unknown in the NFL player's license. You have to deal with the NFL and the player's license. So they have money to give back, kind of like Spider-Man for Sony, because people think Sony has this great thing called Spider-Man, but it's owned by Disney. So Disney has to take their cut. So will you guys shut the fuck up?
Hey, I know, and I know you're talking to me with that last statement because it's just that when you got memories of ESPN, ESPN 2K Sports and all that stuff,
Yes,
and
2K5 is still alive, baby.
NFL's fever and all that stuff, man. It's just like knowing that it's only one and it's terrible every year. It's heartbreaking. Especially
and to go along with that, Unlimited, we even saw the discrepancy with FIFA losing the name or something like that. They broke away from the soccer federation or something. Those licenses cost big bank. So those are put in a separate category because they have to pull their money from somewhere. And people are really playing with people. It's like me with the Bears, even though we have the worst organization of all time. At least down in Houston, you guys want to win. At least the Jets want to win. At least the Eagles want to win. The Virginia McCaskey don't want cheerleaders. You notice we don't even have fucking cheerleaders, dude. Well, this is my 53rd year being a Bear fan, and I'm out soon as they get rid of Justin Fields.
Hey, wait, you got one cheerleader, man.
Me. You gonna talk about me like that?
No, bro. Listen. You got one cheerleader down there. You got Crap Gamer. He down there. The cheerleader down
there. Does it count as cheerleading when you lose breath after your first?
He's doing the mayonnaise. He's doing the mayonnaise shuffle. Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, but Sega Man, let me pass the mic to you, man. So Sega Man, as you see, Starfield, according to the media, Starfield beat all expectations and defeated the myth about Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. What's going to be funny, Sega Man, is that they're going to forget about this quote unquote myth next year with Hellblade and Valve, and when those games are going to be the best selling game for Ninja Theory and Obsidian respectively, we're going to be back here with the I told you so's. But anyway, man, let me get your thoughts on Starfield. Not only Starfield, but being the seventh best-selling game of 2023 with less than a month. Because again, the cutoff date of this chart was September 30th, 2023. And yeah, let me just get your thoughts on it because it's another of a long list of Xbox success stories. And I got to be real with you guys. I am not tired of talking about Xbox success stories this year.
Tell you what, Unlimited, I'm with you too, man. Hey, let me congratulate Todd and the whole crew at Bethesda with Starfield.
Hey, hold on. Not the whole crew. Fuck Pete Hines. Go ahead.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something. When you have a diehard gamers like, me, Zinc, and even Unlimited, and all of us in E, to take me away from a game, which is my favorite of all time, which is Gears, that's saying something, man. I am really enjoying Starfield Unlimited and E-Rock and the crew. I mean, every morning I get up, I do my, my points, Microsoft points.
Daily challenges.
Right. When I get up, Zinc, I grab my coffee and I go down to my game room and I'm on Starfield till I go to work. You know what I mean? I'm on Starfield, brother, till I go to work. Or sometimes I'll switch and go to Forza and then go back to Starfield, then to Forza and back to Starfield, then I go to work. These are my two run-of-the-mill games I'm playing right now. I'm telling you what, man, that Game Pass is a monster, bro.
Yep.
It's a monster. It cannot be combated, bro. I don't care what anybody tries to do in the gaming industry. If they try to come in Unlimited, like these other big companies, I just don't think they're going to be able to touch that Game Pass, bro. I don't believe it, man. I just can't believe it. But Starfield is just it's a juggernaut of a game. It's It's
I
it's
apologize, Sega man. You're going too fast. You say they can't touch Game Pass, and they're trying to, and they can't. They
they
don't.
can't.
Sega man. They took Spider-Man 2018 out of PSN because they're planning to capitalize on this Spider-Man DLC, and then they want you to buy Spider-Man 2018 to maximize profits. They took that bitch out of Game Pass. Also, Tuckmaster's favorite game, Gran Turismo 7, it's not in their place.
Yeah, right. You want to get cussed out?
Hey, I thought you were standing by the water cooler, man. I didn't know you
get
were.
cussed out saying that shit now.
You better watch, man. He's on them chitlin regiments. Now go ahead on.
And no,
Yeah,
man,
but-
it's on you. I just wanted to
now.
throw,
I don't like no damn Gran Turismo.
I just wanted to throw that in, Sega man. Back to you.
But hey, man, it's an amazing thing what they're doing, man. I mean, they can, like Unlimited said, E-Rock says for years, these dudes out here, man, they can keep up with all that yapping and all that toxicity all they want. But meanwhile, they really want our games, bro. They really want Starfield. They want Forza. You know what I mean? They'll never admit to that, but they want those games, bro. And that's why they're acting the way they're acting right now. And you know who started that? Starfield really started a lot of hate, because they really, in their little minds, really thought that game was going to actually come after we just acquired a company. I mean, I don't understand how they think out there. You know what I mean? We didn't buy Bethesda ZeniMax to put their games on your system, bro. I mean, if you want to play those games, you know what you got to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Sega
that's just
Man
the way
is not
it
telling
is.
the whole truth. Sega isn't telling the whole truth, because when Pete Hines was over there apologizing to Sony fans, saying, "Yeah, man, we want to put Starfield on there, but now I just can't." Sega Man tapped Aaron Greenberg on the shoulder and said, "Hey, do something about dude." Aaron Greenberg went live and said, "Hey, listen, Starfield is exclusive to Xbox. Period."
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I like him. I always liked Aaron Greenberg, because he always would come back and retaliate, brothers, with something, man. I mean, like I'm saying, Starfield right now is the #1 game. I don't give a fuck about the new Spider-Man company. Man, I don't care about that. I don't care nothing about that, man. It's not going to do nothing to Starfield. It's not going to hurt Starfield. Of course, they're going to try to damage control it. You know what I mean? But it's just...
Hey, man, now
it's
you
not gonna
guys
touch it,
listen.
man.
Sega Man, I don't think they heard you. You just said Starfield is the #1 game. Meanwhile, you just said Gears was your #1 game, and we played the shit out of Forza. Make up your mind. You sound like
man,
E-Rock.
so hard.
E-Rock over here taught us back in April, "Hey, man, I got too many games. I'm deleting shit." And people telling us, and people over here crying about freaking Spider-Man, and they claim they Xbox fanatics. Man, hey, what's up, Deploy Tool, man, and the rest of the team that walked up in this chat? Go on here, Sega Man.
Hey, man, then I'm gonna land my plane here. Hold on there, my brother Chuck. I'm gonna land my plane here in a minute. But let me just one more thing real quick, brothers. I mean, our games validates our purchase. Our games have more longevity. They're not one and dones. They do have story modes, but again, they're not one and dones. So if you pay $70 for Starfield, you're going to always have downloadable content. You're always going to have stuff to do in the game. So it's definitely worth your money. Spider-Man, I'm sorry, Spider-Man is not worth to me $70 because it's a one and done game. You know what I mean? So to me, it's not worth validating my purchase of games like that. I like games with longevity. I like to play games with my brother, other Zinc, co-op, online, eat with E-Rock, Unlimited, whoever. I can keep playing that game for years, bro. So, I mean, it's just better. Our games have better longevity. Like Sea of Thieves that they call Sea of Z's, but they're still playing that. But is anybody playing God of War right now? Nobody.
Hell no.
Not at all. To prove your point, in the month for September, Sea of Thieves was the 19th best-selling game last month.
Wow.
And you see it on screen.
It's still starting.
Didn't Sea of Thieves come out in 2018, 2017, or
That's
2018.
crazy.
Somewhere around there, Zink. Somewhere around there, Zink.
Yep. And so September last month, it was the 19th best-selling game of September 2023.
And so, guys, they hate that. The detractors of Xbox hate that, right? So they never talk about it because a lot of these guys, they were the ones talking shit about Sea of Thieves 5 years ago. They hate that, man. They hate seeing Xbox's success. They hate seeing Game Pass's success, and they really hate seeing Starfield's success. Like it is what it is, man. Like it is what it is. But yeah, Sega, man. Everything you said, bro. Like we have good problems over here at Xbox. And
Yeah,
it's just great being a gamer right now, bro. And Sega, man, I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying Starfield. It's great, man. I just hope you have better luck getting draws than you did in Mass Effect.
Oh, it's too hard in Starfield. I can't do it, man.
Yes, I heard it was difficult, dude.
It's hard, man. It's real hard. You can't. She's getting mad at me. What's the blonde's name? She's always with me.
Sarah Morgan.
Yeah, she's like it. Don't do nothing wrong, bro.
Man, she said, I don't like you right now because you keep doing this and all this and that. And I'm like, God damn, can't do nothing right with her, man.
Please her, dude. Hey, man, before you could even take Tuck, I'm just gonna be chiming in talking shit all day. But
Gotcha.
Adidas, yeah, I'm in the Chicago area, dude, and I'm a diehard Bear fan. And I used to watch Walter Payton run on that hard ass carpet.
Oh man, Walter Payton, bro.
And we'd all go outside, and back then it snowed like shit in the 70s, and we
was running on that turf,
bro. That wasn't turf. That was a piece of rug on some concrete. And he was killing himself. So, but yeah, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, hey, excellent stuff there, Sega, man. You were absolutely
Thank you, bro.
on. And what I loved about what you're saying, Sega, man, and let me add on just a moment before I move on to our brother Tuck and his dogs. Now I remember what I wanted to say. And by the way, somebody was calling me out on stuttering. Hey, man, sometimes I just lose track of things close to these damn shows, man. So forgive me for the stuttering, guys. But anyway. Sega, man, I just want to add to what you were saying, man, about how this is our new normal on Xbox. You know, the fact that if you're on Xbox, you never got to worry about the financial cost of being a gamer anymore. And because think about it, even listen. It is amazing that me and some college student right now have equal access to Starfield, Forza, Hi-Fi Rush, Redfall, Dead Space that's coming to Game Pass later this month, and so on. You know what I'm saying? We have equal access to it, and all you got to do is spend. He don't even got to do the $15, just the $10 a month right now, and that college kid could play 500 or so games, right? So on Xbox, we have this but we have this fortunate issue, if you will. Issue is not the right word, but I'm thinking of. But we got this fortunate situation, Sega, man, where everything's accessible to us as Xbox gamers. That's not the case on Sony. On a PlayStation fan this year in 2023 had to wait until fucking late October to play one game for $70.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the kicker: the college student probably don't have $70 right now. He might. He could spare that $10 for the month if need be. But dropping $70 just to swing through New York City, people are not again for the third time in 5 years. And with that said, I'm gonna pass the mic over to you. For
the 42nd time in 42 years, he bought. I mean, before we go to Tuck, Hebot has the exact number of how many Spider-Man games
like 39 or 40 or some shit.
1982 is staggering. But go ahead, Tuck.
Hey, Unlimited, you forgot about those $5 Domino's pizzas in college too.
Yeah, they used to come in clutch. Now, I don't know if they still exist though, because inflation on that. I think that might have killed that for current.
Correct, no chance.
Hey crew, man. Hey crew. Hey, before Tuck goes real super quick, wait until the holiday. That I'm telling you what, that Series S, man, that 1 terabyte is selling with 3 months of Ultimate Game Pass, it's going to be the win for Christmas, bro. Watch.
Hey,
watch.
Oh,
man,
hell
wait till that soccer mom kick her soccer ball into one of them stores and know that she could get all them damn games for $15 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I tell you right now, this is what trips me out about the whole thing. But everybody's not talking about is that what is everybody talking about these other studios that trying to get into the market. Okay, you got Amazon. They got what game do they have? They only got one game, and that's Tomb Raider. Yeah. So what the hell are they gonna do with Tomb Raider? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm just being serious. I mean, they try to talk about Stadia trying to make a comeback. They ain't gonna make no comeback.
Stadia?
I mean, did Microsoft shut their door down when they bought Bethesda and ZeniMax?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just be truth about the whole doggone deal. And then they gonna talk about Apple. Man, please. Apple's so doggone off in the mobile game industry. They ain't worried about no damn console. So I mean,
Tuck, this is a very competitive market to get into, Tuck, as you have seen with the failure.
It's too competitive,
and it's why Microsoft has been circling their wagons and bought Activision and Bethesda.
Yeah,
right.
And Minecraft.
I always have said when they bought ZeniMax and Bethesda, the Stadia was gone. It was just done. Especially when they was doing their business. Mm-hmm. No, it was done from the get-go.
Yep.
Now let's get to this little thing called.
One second, Tugmaster always make me think about something. When you say Bethesda, and this is ZeniMax, but when you say Bethesda, you're talking about a massive PC community. And Unlimited, I think you have it where Starfield's actually sold more on the PC than the Xbox.
Yeah. Hey, by the
Master, go ahead.
By the way, Tuck, I corroborated your story on screen, as you're absolutely right. Stadia studio closure were reportedly influenced by Xbox.
Wow.
That's a buyout. So continue.
Yep.
Tuck ain't bullshitting, dude.
Yeah,
Tuck don't be playing no games.
No, Tuck be studying, man. Listen, y'all don't know Tuck like we do, man. Tuck put in that work to he got a first of all, Tuck is the dude. He got a whole promotion network just to escape fanboys. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Tuck have to prepare himself for the water cooler.
Yeah.
But Tuck, I've been wanting to say that, I kept forgetting, but Bethesda is such a key point because the PC people love Todd Howard. Go ahead, Tuck.
And then we're not even gonna talk about that little game that we talked about earlier today, Spider-Man. Damn.
We're gonna talk about it later because I'm gonna talk some shit.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that later on. But you know what? That's sad. But you know what? I gotta give us all credit. Every single one of us got credit because this is the second year of the Unlimited Truth, and I want to give everybody applause because we put in that work. Every single one of us has put in that work, and I like to give a standing ovation to all of us that's in this group. And Dave, if you there, same thing to you, young lady, and you too, Hebot. All of us have put in the work. But let me tell you right now, man. As far as Sony is concerned, Sony is in a world of hurt, man. Believe me not, they're in a world of hurt. And let me tell you, and I know we're going to talk about it a little bit later on, but you know what? That game's going to hurt them. That game right there is going to hurt them. Wait until people find out about that game. Only 10 hours. Come on now. I'm just saying. Ain't no way in hell I'm going to buy a game for $70. Only got 10 hours of gameplay.
Tuck, let me help you out here, and I'm sure Will can know about this, and of course,
T Reaper can beat that in 3 hours.
Hey, check it out. No, he can't. You know why, Sega Man? Because Spider-Man have 5 hours of cutscenes, bro. So get your popcorn ready.
Or unless you got a thing where you can skip the cutscenes. I mean, that's on that. But we're gonna talk about that later on. But
which extra skip cutscene?
Hey, and why I said Deploy's name, Deploy and Sega Man, they both ain't shit. I lost. I got third place to both of those pieces of shit in a race last night.
Oh man, Zink, come on, man. What you doing?
Zink, you talked all that shit about Fortune. Oh man,
yeah, man, I ain't happy. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
I gotta bring up something about Forza right now that everybody needs to know. See, they talk about how glitchy it is and all that stuff. What is the first thing they do? What is the first thing they do? Turn 10 do when they have a problem with that game. They give an update right off the bat. I had not seen not one update left that I had not seen them do when people complain. So they got that game together. That game is together right now. I mean, you know, they did a big update. I think they did a big update yesterday. I think they did like seven things of updates yesterday for that game. So why people complain about this and that? You just need to worry about your damn Gran Turismo and leave the real
ray tracing
sim
in there is lovely, bro.
Leave the real racing game alone. There's only 3 racing games out there that I like. One is the Formula One. I love it. Forza. I love it. And that so-called game, well, no, I hate that damn son of a bitch. Gran Turismo. So throw that shit out. Just throw that shit in the water. Because Gran Turismo ain't about shit. And y'all know it is too. So actually there's 2 games I only like. I'm just adding that game to tell you that I don't like that damn son of a bitch ass game. So,
nigga, Crazy Taxi's better than fucking Gran Turismo.
Man, Crazy Taxi was fantastic, dog.
Hey, that's a classic.
Man, that game is so great.
Oh man, even though I didn't like it, but hey, because it drove me crazy. I'm like, damn, it was Crazy Taxi, all right. Drove me crazy. I'm like, okay, but man, look like this, man. Sony's in trouble. They don't know what the hell to do. They ain't gonna know what to do. We got the services. They don't. We got the games. They don't. We got the power. They don't.
It's Bungie in trouble.
All they can talk about is fucking consoles. And what did Phil Spencer say? Yes, they won the console, a big damn deal. But the whole matter is all about services. And you know what? All that shit about to change too when people find out what's going on with the Xbox. When people really realize what's going on with the Xbox and they really kind of realize what the fuck Sony's doing, they're going to jump ship on Sony's ass. Watch and see. And they need to do it anyway. But that's all I got to say about that, y'all.
Good shit, Tuck.
Excellent stuff there, Tuck.
Deploy, that shit was funny as hell.
Yeah. Lies of P sold more copies than returnable, and it's all
returnable.
Nice.
Something else.
Nice.
And you know one thing else, fellas? I'm going to bring this up too. I'm going to bring this shit up too. They want to always talk about, the Sony people always want to talk about their exclusive that they support and all that shit. Okay, all them damn games that Square Enix had, they did not support. Not a one. One of the damn business, they went out of business.
Do you want proof of that? The proof is the proof of what you just said is when Square Enix paraded Phil Spencer out there praising him doing a deal with Final Fantasy 14.
That's right. So that let you know that game wasn't doing that good over there either. Dude, it takes, man, that's one thing I love about Microsoft, man. Microsoft, they journeymen. They don't give a care about, they want people to enjoy games. And that's what this thing's all about, is enjoying gaming. I mean, like you said, Sega Man, dude, we got the better of all elements. We got the multiplayer, single player. We got the co-op. What do they have? We got everything. So what the hell do Sony got?
They got Pornhub, nigga.
And that's it.
See? Sega Man reaching way back. Hey, perfect. Hey, Sega Unlimited is about to read this super chat. And these are the examples, one of many examples of why I say I represent the chat. The intelligence in the comments you can feed off of, and this is the kind of shit that keeps you going.
Yeah, Adidas with the $5. Thank you again for the super chat. Said, look at it this way, my great panel. Pony's paying $30 for a vertical stand while we pay $30.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's crazy. $30 for a plastic stand, bro?
Hey, Sega Man, that they took out of the box. And it's we'll make them pay for it this time. We're going to take this bitch out the... and make.
I couldn't have raised oil prices fast enough the way Sony got.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. $30 for a plastic stand, bro.
Yeah, but that's modern Sony for you. They need money because nothing. Because they told on themselves all this year, Sega man. They need money. Nothing makes money. They don't buy their games. Their games don't make money like that either. They're the least profitable of the three video game console makers. So where are they going to get the extra money from?
Yeah,
They can't.
Yeah, and like D-Play say, PlayStation has no games anyway.
nope.
So and I know Box here says that they need a Phil Spencer as a leader. They need money, man, because that's the only way you're gonna compete with Xbox, Microsoft out here buying publishers.
They ain't done yet either.
They will never.
Go ahead, E-Rock.
They will never come to that epiphany that they need a Phil Spencer over there at Sony. And when that day comes, the earth will fall off its fucking axis. They will never admit that as one Twitter guy used to call him Uncle Phil. Well, how's Uncle Phil doing now? They will never admit that Phil Spencer outworked them, outthought them, and outbusinessed them. And it's killing them. It's killing them right now. But it is what it is. Who cares? Y'all perpetuated this imaginary console war. Y'all fed into it. Y'all gave us hell for 10 years. Now it's your turn. Go ahead, guys.
Gonna get this work. Hey, Gun Griffin, he walked in here talking his shit at 8:37 p.m. Gran Turismo 7 is a microtransaction lover's paradise game. You pay real money to unlock the cars already in the damn game. And that's, dude, all of
How
these...
ignorant is that, man?
Hey, bro. Hey, hold on. Let me get what E-Rock said. E-Rock said he's a lowly writer. And Dustin Legary and Ryan McCaffrey didn't say shit about this stuff.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not one thing.
Not one damn thing at all.
Yeah. I mean, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. That's why I talk about the gaming media so much.
Hey, Unlimited. Doesn't that tell you something, Unlimited? How can you compare? This is what tells you about Sony. How are you going to compare an old ass, out of date fucking racing game to a state of the art next gen game like Forza Motorsport, Gran Turismo 7, bro? You know what I mean? How are you gonna compare that to Forza Motorsport? That game, it can't. They could never hold a candle to any Forza game, man. Forza 7 can beat that. You know what I mean? It can't hold a candle to it, bro, at all. Never could.
Well, Sony can't hold a candle to Xbox, so
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, it's wasted breath, man. Because I'm looking at the top, just the best-selling games of the year, and Diablo, that's now Xbox. Call of Duty, that's now Xbox. Starfield, we already know is Xbox.
Yeah.
And Xbox is all over these charts, because they just know how to make money, and they're making the right deals, and they're carrying gaming.
Redfall's fantastic.
Yep, thank you.
Oh man,
I'm tired of people, Sega man, trying to treat Redfall like the redheaded stepchild of the game of this year, where they're afraid to put it on their list. Nah, listen, guys, I'm going to be making a top 10 best video games I played this year. Redfall's going to be on it. That's how much I loved it. You know what I'm saying? And as you see on screen, also they got this year Spider-Man, and next year all they got is baby steps.
Oh my goodness gracious! You shouldn't have said that. That threw me all off. Hey, you know something? I wanted to go back to 8:06 p.m. because I don't want to let this slide. I know we're going to talk about it later, but I saw this comment from Wilkie, and I know we're going to get to this later, but I didn't want to lose it.
Is it the Spider-Man 10 hours long comment?
Go ahead.
All right. Hold on. Matter of fact, while we're on, because we all said what we got to say about the first topic, right?
Right. Yeah. I didn't want to blow that comment because I've been looking at that comment for a long ass time.
All right, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. We about to move on because the chat has been bringing up Spider-Man all night. All right. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
Wilkins says that Spider-Man is 10 hours long and has no new gameplay. Meanwhile, I'm on my 7th new game in Starfield, and it's still getting new content. The hypocrisy of the gaming media review industry is being exposed.
Damn, look at the chat exposing people, bro.
What a comment.
Man.
It is being exposed because when you've been
Talk
on this
about it.
campaign since 2020 to keep your brand of choice that you grew up with, or have an emotional attachment with, when you've been on a campaign to keep them relevant, you want to try to hide your brand's negatives, which are many, and you want to point out whatever you can about the other brands, Starfield, Redfall, this, that, or another. But now a lot of people are beginning to see that these guys that have the loudest voices, like Destin Legary, like Colin Moriarty, like Dreamcast guy, these guys that have the loudest voices and the biggest reach are always wrong. And so that's why Starfield's success and Hi-Fi Rush's success is so significant, because it exposes that these guys have been wrong about everything. But please continue.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go ahead and finish up Wilkins, because he shouted out Hebot. I mean, these people in the chat don't miss none of this bullshit. The reviewers also said the side content in Spider-Man 2 is garbage, just like Hebot predicted. Same collecting pigeons and all that. Dude,
Yep.
just don't let shit slide, dude. Go ahead, fellas.
Faded Blaze said E-Rock gotta call you out. Destin did a video talking about Gran Turismo microtransactions. I give you Ryan McCaffrey.
Okay.
No, we're not gonna do that, because they didn't call it out in the beginning, and they gave that damn game Gran Turismo 7 a 9. They gave it a 9, and they gave Forza Motorsport 2013 a damn 7. So no, Destin Legary is full of shit. Also, Destin Legary did not stipulate that they didn't have any new cars in a 2020 game past a 2018 Camaro. So no, we're not going to give Destin props. No, fuck him.
No.
There we go.
You know, one thing else, Tom will tell you this too about this. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, Collins.
All right, hey man.
Because I have my thoughts here in a minute about that.
Yeah, Tuck. We gotta talk about using my real name, man. And then you say it wrong too. My God.
Okay.
This is hey man, this is a group where I love Sega Man. Sega Man is still spelling my name E-R-O-C-K instead of E-R-O-K. This is a group. This is a group where Outer Zinc has been changed into Outer Zinc. And this is a group, like if we were the Justice League, people would have been.
Go ahead on Collard Greens. Go ahead on Collard Greens. Go ahead.
And I mean, sometimes
I'll see you later, Bruce.
Sometimes I'll be saying,
I'll see you later, Bruce. Oops.
like sometimes I'll be saying in the comment section, I'll be saying I'll be saying like what I instead of an E.
No, what you be doing is you be calling him Ultima and shit, nigga.
Oh man. Hey, Unlimited. Yeah, man. I'm glad we defeated Lex Luthor. Good job, Clark. Everything.
Tuck will go a step further. He'd be like, "Hey, good job, Bruce. I'll see you back in Gotham, man."
Oh
man.
All right, I'll just aside. Back on track. Yeah. Okay. So the next topic of the night is Spider-Man 2, because this is going to be kind of interwoven type of topic, because although I don't care about, although I I'm not one who really tries to target the PlayStation fanboys, because like I said in my last video, the fanboys, you get their gimmick is in their namesake, right? They're fucking fanboys of Sony. They're going to simp for Sony no matter what they do. But the ones that I don't like are the, as 100 and them brilliantly call them, are the pony box, right? Mm-hmm. And so I don't know how this happens every single time. Where is it? Yeah, this happened every single time when PlayStation does anything. The pony bots who claim to love Xbox, they come out of woodworks and they say this dumb shit. Xbox needs higher quality exclusives. Xbox needs, all because, and then here's the added context to it. Okay, so they take these review scores dead seriously for what reason I don't know. But this D-Batch guy never fucking played Spider-Man. Not only did he never play Spider-Man, Sega Man, because the game literally isn't out until tomorrow. So apparently Xbox needs higher quality games in a year. By the way, in a year where they gave you nothing but higher quality and Sony gave you one fucking game. Like, here's the thing: this 10-hour Spider-Man game with 5 hours of cutscenes is not that damn good. Matter of fact, here's one of the mini proofs I'm about to put on screen in a second that shows you this shit ain't that good. Give me a second. Now here it is. Here we go. Let's listen to this.
Design that the Rocksteady
Y'all can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
more reactive than what we get here. When you consider the evolution of open world game design that the Arkham series took over the course of the trilogy, it's a bit disappointing to see Insomniac series stuck in time when it comes to its side content and the way it presents itself to you. Standard open world filler activities are here aplenty, and that's one area where Spider-Man 2 hasn't moved with the times or shown much ambition at all. Collectibles, photo opportunities, and rather basic street crimes are still here, and despite having a few slightly more interesting quirks this time around, they only very occasionally excite.
Well, that's one example. What does that sound like? Oh, that's right. Same shit, different game. Right?
Yep.
Swing it through New York.
Same price, $70.
Yeah, exactly. Taking pictures of Spider-Man. Here's another
interesting change with Spider-Man 2 is that it actually sees its LOD reduced from the previous game. I had to test this a few times to be sure, but when viewing the city from a higher vantage point and zooming in extremely close on air conditioning units are completely missing from this building, as are most of the trees on the building adjacent.
So you even got a fucking downgrade with this bullshit game, right? and here's gonna be my last set of examples. How about let's take a look at these gems, shall we?
A crime, chat. Unless, of course, you get away with it, then it absolutely.
Man, is this not worse than Bethesda?
Keep an eye out.
Gee.
Well, here's the thing, guys.
What the hell is going on out there?
Here's the thing. I know. Unlimited. Are you pulling any more examples? 'Cause I don't want to step on you.
No. Go ahead. Matter of fact, D-Rock, I'm gonna pass the mic off. Hold on. Let me read this comment. Then I'm gonna pass the mic off to you. Another $5. Thank you, Adidas, for the super chat. He said, "Problem is D-Bat's muzzle fell off, and that Pony Media talk spewed out his mouth." Exactly, man. But he bought. I'll pass the mic to you. Speak on it, man.
Here's the thing: when you gotta understand that when PlayStation fans say and the PlayStation supporters like Colin Moriarty say quality games, that shit kills me. Because quality is some nonsense that Sony's been feeding them since 2018. Correct. Quality to them is God of War, Spider-Man, The Last of Us, and Uncharted, right? So a game like Starfield that is a massive hit in the PC space and a massive hit with Xbox gamers, that doesn't qualify as quality. Never mind the game doesn't have any bugs or anything like that. Something like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, my favorite game ever, doesn't pass the test as being a quality game. Something like Hi-Fi Rush that absolutely destroyed Returnable, that doesn't pass as a quality game. And so quality to them is, as Unlimited Production has said so many times, it has to have PlayStation on it and it has to be exclusive. But to the rest of us gamers, hell, even people like Oh No It's Alex and Pertanga, they know better. You never hear them saying quality games. That only comes out of the mouth of Sony fans. Now, as far as Spider-Man, I don't really want to speak a whole bunch on Spider-Man because I haven't played Spider-Man 2018. I don't own a PlayStation. I'm never going to own another PlayStation again.
No, well, hold on. You're qualified because you played Spider-Man 1982.
Hey, Unlimited. Just say E-Rock. I caught you in a lie. Then
that's right. I gotta. That's right. Here I am. You give me full approval to steal your catchphrase there. But yeah, I caught you in a lie, E-Rock. You played Spider-Man in 1982. That game took place in New York. You fought Venom in that game. You fought Kingpin in that game. You fought the Shocker. So it's not much different.
It's pretty hard to. When you had a game that me, Sega Man, and Hebot played in 1982 on the Atari 2600 by Activision, no less. Mm-hmm. A game that I played again in 1995, Spider-Man Maximum Carnage, a game that I bought last in 2002, Spider-Man, from a company called Treyarch, based on Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man movie. And in that game, I had to fight the Vulture, I had to swing around New York, I had to stop criminals from robbing trucks and robbing installations. Yep. I think I had to fight Kraven the Hunter. I think I know I had to fight the Shocker, and I know the Green Goblin was in it. It's pretty hard to reinvent the wheel at a certain point, which is why and I definitely don't want to get other Zinc started on the tirade. So I will just say that when you have these ongoing franchises like Spider-Man, God of War, Batman, Halo, Gears, you have to, I'm not going to say reinvent the wheel, you have to sort of do a what am I looking for? A creative reset. E-Rock, what is a creative reset? Because I don't like using big words and not explaining myself. A creative reset is the Assassin's Creed trilogy, starting with Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. Some folks like myself love them. Other people cried for Assassin's Creed to go back to its origins, which they got this year, and they still fucking hate it. People are going to do what they're going to do. But a creative reset is what Assassin's Creed did in 2017. They said, look, we've been making the same game for almost 15 years. How can we look at this from a fresh perspective? Insomniac is one of the greatest developers out there. Ain't nobody here on this panel gonna say they're not. And if they do,
I will. No, I will.
What was it? I don't want to cut you off. I have to disagree with you because Insomniac is the same company that gave us damn, what is one of our favorite games from 2014?
Resistance.
No, Sunset Overdrive.
Man, I should kick you out for that, Zink.
Oh yeah. They made 3 Resistance games that sucked. They were 3 Halo killers that didn't kill shit.
Okay, and I will give Zink that, but Insomniac.
Well, I caught you in a lie, Zink. Resistance is like a depressed teenage girl. It killed itself.
Insomniac is a good developer. The problem with Insomniac selling themselves to Sony for trick money is now you're stuck making Spider-Man. That's it. That's all you're going to do. You're stuck doing Spider-Man side content, and the fact that this game cannot come up with anything new. Because there's only but so much you can throw at Spider-Man with Kraven the Hunter, Venom, Maximum Carnage. And this is the problem with being stuck with these IPs that can't change or evolve. This is the problem with being stuck
allow me, please.
In a world.
Hold on. Wait. Let E-Rock finish. Hold your thought. Let him finish, and then you go. Then you can respond.
Okay.
Well, they're not going to throw in co-op or multiplayer because Sony's infrastructure is not built for that. Sony's infrastructure has been adamantly against the Xbox experience, which is you just heard Sega Man say he's still playing Gears of War. What year did Gears of War come out?
I'm still playing
2019. I'm playing with his ass.
You hear others say he's still playing Halo. You still hear people playing Sea of Thieves. So Sony is not built like that. Sony is built for these single player experiences. I hate to be disrespectful and say one and done. Sony, this is what they do. So this is what y'all have asked for. Y'all have asked for Spider-Man. Y'all have asked for a game that's shorter than Assassin's Creed Mirage, which is the smallest and shortest Assassin's Creed ever, and that's longer than Spider-Man 2. This is what y'all asked for. This is what y'all tasked Insomniac Games to do. This is the hype y'all built up around Spider-Man.
I caught your ass in a lie.
Go ahead.
I caught you in a lie. What the hell you talking about? You don't feel like being rude.
Hey, talk to the talk master. I'm write that shit down. I'm so mad at him. Hey, you know what? This is Sega Man and Dia's fault.
Guys. No. This is Retirement's fault. You know, retirement.
Dude, hey man, I don't like this new E-Rock. I don't like this new E-Rock.
I don't like him either.
He been drinking.
Cut his ass from the show.
He's been drinking on the Pitcairn Islands for so
This is some
long, man.
bullshit.
He got to get that fight back in him.
I told y'all.
Said he want to be all nice.
Hey, Tuckmaster, what about the meanest man on YouTube? Where is that nigga at?
Hey, I don't know where he's at.
I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'm staying up all night.
Did I not do a disclaimer when this podcast started?
Nah,
35
dude.
minutes. You're not listening.
Hey, no. I want the old Don King Xbox back.
Yeah. Where's Don at?
Guys, if you don't listen, you won't learn nothing.
No,
Hey, learning something from you is like you telling them something bitch straight up. That no, I'm not taking no shit from y'all.
They won't
I'm
let me
glad
try
y'all's
and
going down. No.
Hey, guys, let E-Rock finish his point. Zeke, you go next. Tucky, follow him.
I told y'all that the later we get on, the more likely it is that I'm under sedation.
Oh, so, and okay, it's my fault then because I
it's Unlimited Productions' fault. If you want to fire it up, E-Rock, we have to go on at 6, not 8:30.
If you really want to fire up E-Rock, hit him up at 7 to do a show.
Yeah, give me up at 7, and then you'll think you had a motherfucking church congregation. But like, this is what they asked for over there. They asked for Spider-Man, and so you can't be surprised when in the second game all you're doing is swinging around New York. And all you're doing is looking for pigeons, and you're fighting the same shit over and over again. Well, E-Rock, you're hypocritical. Aren't you doing the same thing in Assassin's Creed Mirage? Yeah, but Assassin's Creed Mirage knows how to give this shit a new coat of paint. It may not be as pretty a coat of paint as the last game, and we'll talk about that later. But at least Assassin's Creed and God damn it, damn it, I forgot the publisher. At least they know every time they come out with an Assassin's Creed game to change the coat of paint. Sony and Ubisoft. So Sony and Insomniac don't even try to change the coat of paint. So Spider-Man 2 is what it is. I hope y'all guys enjoy it, but y'all won't. Soon as y'all done in 10 hours, I'll be back to talking about Xbox. And that's just letting you know the state of where gaming is. The Xbox is the driving force in gaming right now, despite what sold boxes and brick and mortar stores say. We don't care about that no more. There's a reason why Best Buy has announced we're getting rid of fucking physical. I know people don't want to hear this, but it's what we predicted. It's what I predicted 5 years ago, that people were going to see that digital was the way to go, and only collectors were going to be buying physical. But anyway, to finish on the land my plane, as Sega Man says, look, man, Spider-Man 2 is what it is. The media has to hype it up. Hell, even IGN now. IGN is being attacked because they gave it an 8. How dare you give it an 8? You gave Starfield an 8. It is what it is, man. At least IGN is learning now with their bullshit to have diplomatic bullshit, unlike digital fuckery. You got to have diplomatic bullshit, and that's all the gaming journalists and media is now. But Spider-Man 2 did not end up being what they thought it was going to be. Yep. Starfield is a huge hit, and it is what it is. But I have to say, I do feel bad for Insomniac, because after seeing Sunset Overdrive, we know what they can do when they're allowed to let their imagination run free, when they're allowed to be creative. But it must suck that now you're stuck for the rest of your careers creatively doing this IP. And there's going to be fallout, and you will see it in the next few years to come. If we can get an interview with who's ever in charge of Insomniac, they will tell you that they regret this shit. They regret this shit. But it is what it is, man. Spider-Man 2 is what it is. It's a 10-hour game. It has very little content. You're fighting Kraven. You're swinging around New York. What do y'all want Spider-Man to do? Move to Detroit? Move to fucking Chicago? Move to Los Angeles? It's the same thing with Batman, which is why Warner Brothers Games had the sense to not have Batman in a fucking Batman game. Yep. They say what you want about Gotham Knights. They tried to shake up the formula, right? You can't keep putting out the same shit every year and expecting different results unless you're Electronic Arts. But guys, there it is, man. Spider-Man 2 is what it is, because Insomniac sold their soul basically to the devil for $225 million. What do y'all want out of them? I'm done, guys.
Oh, that was excellent.
That's excellent.
Oh, Daya. Hey, Daya. Thank you for joining.
Whoa,
Thank you.
Dia
I'm
pulled up.
I'm
Yes.
sorry for being
Oh,
late. I'm
Daya's
sorry.
here. What's up?
Hey,
Dia,
Dale, how you doing?
Hey,
First
Dia,
lady
you don't have
chat.
you don't have to apologize to us. Let me give you a quick update. We caught E-Rock in a couple lies.
Multiple lies.
He bailed himself out, because Unlimited started the show late because he was pulling.
Zeke think the Unlimited True do polygraph tests with this.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick though, I agree with, and see, this is how great our chat is. Two of our greatest people, Deploy and Jay Dizzle and myself, different ideas. Deploy said, I didn't like Sunset Overdrive. I didn't like it either. I deleted the free copy of it.
And that's okay.
Then Jay Dizzle says Sunset Overdrive was dope. Dia's number one
was
fan,
good.
Ramo, he loves Sunset Overdrive. So, but at least we could go through that different range. But anyway, y'all go ahead, man.
Hey,
So
Hey, Unlimited.
what's the topic? I mean, can you fill me in just a little
Oh
bit?
yeah. Well, the first topic was
We
about
all gonna help on this.
Yeah, the first topic, Daya, was about Starfield. Has been the 7th best-selling game of 2023 so far.
Congratulations to Bethesda. Hard work earned.
Exactly, and so what we were pretty much talking about was that apparently for some reason the gaming world, the gaming media doesn't understand that there's no myth about Xbox Game Pass. That because they try to put it out there for years that games going to Game Pass hurt sales, but Starfield, along with the likes of not Sunset Overdrive, Hi-Fi Rush, Forza, and everything,
Kind of like it.
It proves Daya that Game Pass is the catalyst to more sales. Because let's not forget, Daya, Starfield was Bethesda's biggest launch ever in company history. And then so it's like people are playing Starfield, paying to play it, and so forth. So let me get your thoughts on that, and then I'll get you updated.
Okay, go ahead. Because I was gonna give her everything. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, based on what I'm seeing here, I don't understand why they're so confused. Because didn't developers keep praising Game Pass for what it did to their games? It's so many I can't even remember. So,
hey, dear, let me stop you. See, we just all of us gave our opinion, and none of us said that. Dear, talk your stuff there. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm like, Game Pass proved itself, in my opinion, over a year ago at the least. Like when Halo Infinite and like Forza Horizon 5. Let's just look at that. Look how that sold. The what's they call it, early access. Look how early access was for Forza Horizon 5. That game was in Game Pass. So I mean, that's when I realized that Game Pass doesn't hurt sales at all. I was one of the people who bought it, so I just thought maybe a few would do it. But no, I mean, Forza earned so much money before it even launched. It surprised me. Now that's when I really was surprised was with that game. But I don't understand, what is it that's confusing? I mean, did they think people were saying that just to appease Xbox? I don't understand why is the confusion. I think the confusion is that Starfield. This is what I think the real true confusion is. They're shocked that Starfield could do this well without PlayStation. I think when you narrow it down, that's what it is.
Boom. Can I give you this real quick?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, clap for me too.
Right to it. Go on, dear.
Yeah, because that is the one thing I realized about Starfield. Not that it was doing good in Game Pass, not that it sold a lot, not that it did good on PC, but that I think this is starting to show. I mean, at least Phil and the others are going to learn this, that all the narrative saying that you absolutely need PlayStation in order to succeed in the industry was false.
Who's washing dishes?
Tuck.
Not me. No.
What? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think it's two things that we've learned since this gen started. That PlayStation, people don't buy games over there. So even though they have all these console sales, it's not doing anything for the sales over there. So you're not guaranteed to do well on a PlayStation platform. And two, you don't necessarily need the PlayStation platform. If you have a subscription service like a Game Pass, people
Wow.
will still buy games and they will still subscribe, and it would do perfectly fine.
Dia,
without.
who said that 3 years ago when he bought Bethesda? Phil Spencer.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
We don't
Hey,
need PlayStation to make this purchase viable.
Exactly. And
hey,
this is
E-Rock.
devastating, you know.
E-Rock, let me tell you a little bit about Dia real quick. You see she don't have that cross there. This paperclip Dia is more ruthless.
Oh, I caught Zink in the lie. I caught Zink in the lie. Let me tell you why. Let me tell y'all. That this is the outer Zink that we're talking to right now.
Outer Zink.
Go ahead, Dia.
Yeah, so I think those are the two things that I notice, and if I can notice that, then the rest of the gaming industry notices this, and they realize that Sony pulled the wool over their eyes to make them think they was more important than they actually were. And I think this is going to affect policy as far as between publishers and PlayStation, studios and PlayStation moving forward. I think people see that for the long run, Xbox is here to stay, and they're already a powerhouse because you don't just shut Xbox out anymore. They own one of the largest IPs in gaming. You don't just ignore them anymore. Those days are gone. So they have to start making a decision. Do we keep listening to PlayStation at our detriment? Look at what happened to Square Enix and how they're barely holding on. Or do we ignore that and look at the facts all around us that their gamers don't really buy games, that Xbox actually can prove that Game Pass will accelerate their game sales and help them get money up front. I think that the smart ones would say, look, I'm hedging my bets with Game Pass, because at least that way I can still put my games everywhere. They don't even mind that. They're better off over here than they are over there on PlayStation with it as an exclusive. So that's what my take on all of that.
And I heard it was a
that's why she's our first lady of chat.
Word up. I heard it was a waiting list to get into Game Pass.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, everything that you said, and Unlimited wants me to take over as host because he had to take a break really quick.
Oh, okay.
Everything that Dia said is what we, Unlimited Productions, Sega Man, Heba, and myself have said 3 years ago when we started the Exile podcast, when the Xbox Series X launched, and right after they bought ZeniMax and Bethesda. We had said something's going on. There is and digital became prevalent and Game Pass became this powerhouse. We said there's a paradigm shift going on. When I mean paradigm shift, a changing basically on how gaming as we knew it operated. We weren't going by sales of boxes anymore, and PlayStation wasn't going to be the driving factor of every publisher developer's decision anymore, right? And so here we are 3 years later, and look what has happened. Look what has happened. It is what it is, man. All of the numbers are showing that we were right. Everything that's happened with Game Pass and the success in Starfield is showing that we were right. And nobody listened to us, but who did get listened to? Dreamcast guy, Colin Moriarty, Dustin Legary, IGN, Crap Gamer. That's who y'all was listening to. And it has to come a time where you say to yourself, man, why are we listening to these dudes that are always wrong? But it is what it is, man. Starfield's success is just, again, like you said, the proof that Game Pass, a game is going to make money just by being in there, and people are going to buy that game. But also deal with the guys we're talking about before you came in. We don't like to talk about PlayStation games a whole lot because we don't own PlayStations. Exactly. We don't really care about that ecosystem on that platform. But they were talking about how Spider-Man is released and people are complaining about it being only 10 hours long. You're doing the same thing you were doing in the last two Spider-Man games, swinging around New York, fighting the Green Goblin, fighting the Shocker, fighting whoever.
But before that, E-Rock, it was people there that were saying Xbox need quality games like Spider-Man, like Uncharted and things like that, without telling the truth about it, which is what E-Rock just said. But it started that way, like D-Batch said, basically saying, when are Xbox going to get highly reviewed Metacritic games and things like that, and referring to referring to Spider-Man, and then E-Rock said what we've all said, but we want to hear your opinion.
Well, D-Batch said that. You said
Which is shocking.
We can't make this shit up. Hey, you know what? Unlimited had it. I have it too.
Yeah, he took a break.
You talking about D-Batch, that dude that used to
Dear,
do fucking
here you
TVs?
go. Listen real quick. He said,
That dude?
as an Xbox fan, I would like our games to receive such a high praise also. Xbox needs to focus on the quality of its games.
Oh my God.
Exclusives are supposed to stand out in the crowd. Xbox games are good, but it's time for greatness. Congrats to Nintendo and Sony fans on the latest releases.
Wow.
So I guess Hi-Fi Rush. I guess
that's trash.
Forza Horizon 5. I guess
That's garbage.
Halo Infinite. I guess
Terrible.
Microsoft Flight Sim. All of these are
Awful.
trash.
Ravenlock.
This gets me upset.
Starfield.
Garbage.
Starfield all garbage. Yeah, because they say so. A real Xbox.
There you go, dear. They say so. Clap with here. Let me clap with E-Rock. Hold on.
I just can't believe
Because they say so. Because of Metacritic, people like us gonna jump out and say, "Oh well, we're Metacritic, we're IGN, we're kind of funny games. We ain't shit, but we could say what we want to say, and people
Kind of
believe
funny
us."
garbage.
What D-Batch want is PlayStation. He should go over there. Okay?
Thank you.
100%.
The reason why I say that is because the path to the end sometimes when you're trying to reach a goal and people tell you this is the only way to get there, that's not always the truth. There's sometimes multiple paths there. Microsoft is finding its own way, its own voice in the industry, its own place, just like Nintendo had to do, and just like PlayStation is going to have to do, because they can't play this game. Okay, so what I would tell D-Batch, I don't have anything personally against him, but
I didn't either. But
him.
but D-Batch, he's been around a long time, and he's been fighting the wars, but he's been sitting on the fence, and I don't like fence setters. I'm not going to super kill him, but I'm close to killing him. And J-Rock is in the crowd, and so is Distinctive and the rest of our boys, we don't tolerate too much nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
J-Rock gets it. It's that sense. Look, it's that inferiority complex that some Xbox guys have. They got to get that approval from, like he said, Akili or IGN. They're never going to give it. Okay, they are PlayStation people. They're going to always be PlayStation people. The only way Xbox is going to be noticed is they got to change all of that, and it will happen. It's coming. Okay, and I don't know what the D-Batches are going to say then. I guess the reviews that came from Japan and from France and all that, the IGNs over there, I guess they mean nothing. These people gave the game 10 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s and stuff over there.
Hey, dear, hold on. I apologize. I don't want to put it all on D-Batch, because before, since Unlimited show was late, I was allowed to listen to a few other things. And let's throw Boomstick and this guy, Steel Rain. They were over here bashing the shit out of Halo, and they were saying things that didn't exist. They were doing it too. Why are you trying to bash Halo when they just dropped season 5? And then, dear, they were going off on Halo, dear, saying, like, one of the things they said, "Oh, I read the books and I played all the games. I have 16 hours and this and stuff." But thank you. Listen to this. They said, the flood was a lab experiment gone wrong. Bruh, no, it wasn't.
What?
Bruh, hey.
Did they say that?
And I don't have all the books and stuff. I don't
Thank
know
you.
what they talking about.
Hey, bruh, that's not what happened.
They say that.
If somebody going to catch you on a lie about Halo, there's no other man than others Inc. Don't come for that.
And 100.
I love Halo. So.
And Dr. Vaca, we know a lot of shit. So, dear, go ahead. We just filling you in, bro. Take it away. You a girl. Get them.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is, like I said, it's not personal. If I'm saying this, I think if you put something out there on the internet, it can be challenged, especially if you're wrong. And as far as Halo is concerned, I have predicted this, and I'm going to be right. I told you the moment that Pierre got in there, Pierre Heights, I think that's how you say his last name, that I know what that guy can do, because I came in on Halo Master
Halo
Chief.
Master Chief
Right.
Collection.
And I said this guy was a genius. He knew he knows how to do a Halo game and to do a concordance of
Forget the Halo game, dear. He knew how to fix it. It's
not
one
just
thing.
that, but just content.
That's a masterpiece, bro.
When
It
you
is.
know how to fix technology, you are a wizard.
That game's a masterpiece, man.
Adidas 20, man. Thank you for the $5. Again, Unlimited Production took a break. I'm just taking over briefly. This is not the way I wanted to come back to being in charge of a podcast, but anything to help out Unlimited Production, because I don't know what his format is. I'm flying blind. Adidas 20 says D-Botch and Lord Addict are pony bots. When the ABK deal closed, their muzzles fell off. Hey, man.
Hey, E-Rock, let me help you out. We ain't shit except for Dia. She's perfect. We ain't shit, so you have to just go with the flow, man, because that's just how we roll.
Yeah, but it is what it is, man. It's just so much craziness in the community when it involves this PlayStation, and Xbox has been doing nothing but winning since the new consoles launched. And the thing that's making them so mad, and I hate to say it, guys like D-Botch, like if you're an Xbox, and no Xbox dude is talking that nonsense you talking. No. You are talking, my friend, like a casual. You are talking like a follower. You were talking like that's how Marvel fans talk. We only fucked what's popular. Why can't the new Marvel fans? Let me correct that, because I'm an old Marvel fan. See me, Levi and Sega Man. Spider-Man ain't new to us, man. We was rocking out with Spider-Man back in the 70s.
See, dear, you hear how E-Rock excluded me? E-Rock is still mad at me because I said Adam West is the greatest Batman. He's still mad at that. Go ahead, y'all.
I will never get mad at anybody because of that. I grew up with Adam West, dude. I grew up with George Reeves as Superman.
That smoking ass blue suit.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I would never get mad at anybody over an opinion. That's what the media and Sony fans do. It is what it is, man. This whole thing is crazy. They really can't deal with Xbox's success, because not only are they successful, but they've just destroyed narratives. Narratives have just been destroyed left and right the last 3 years. But was Hebot here? I could have swore I saw Hebot.
No, he ain't here, but I'm gonna talk about his ass in a minute, though.
Hebot ain't here?
Oh, I thought he was here. I can't see.
Is he here?
He better say something. I'm gonna blame something on him in a minute. So go ahead.
Anyway, guys, since Unlimited Production is not here, and I don't know what his format was.
Is Tuck still here?
I have to.
We're just talking shit, E-Rock. Let's go.
I have to pivot, and I have to ask. I'm gonna start with Dia and ask Dia. There's a lot of games coming out that have come out this fall, and it's just mind-boggling. Mm-hmm. The fact that Starfield is in Game Pass, and the fact that all of these games are in Game Pass, Jusant, the fact that we don't have to spend all of this money on exclusive games on our preferred platform, it frees up other money to play other games and buy other games that we normally wouldn't have been able to buy. Exactly. But Dia, like, what are you playing this fall? What are you on mostly? Like, what games are you on right now that you're enjoying?
Okay, so I got some games that I'm playing with other people. I've gone back retro. So
other people, that means not Sega Man and other Zing.
Please. Yeah, I've gotten into. I'm playing some older games because I like to go back to older games sometimes. So I'm playing Rainbow Six Extraction, and as well as some old Resident Evil Outbreak. With emulator that has been fun. I haven't played that in years. Then as far as the newer games, I just bought Sonic Superstars, and I'm about to get Alan Wake 2. So nice. I've been waiting on Alan Wake all year, so that's going to be my next game. But I just bought Sonic Superstars. So those are the games that and then Starfield I'm always coming back to. So
of course.
Yep.
Of course. And Alan Wake 2 has been totally under the radar. Yes. But I want to go to Other Zinc. I already know the answer to this question, but like, what have you been on, man? What are you playing? And is there anything new that's caught your eye?
I'm a level 103 in Forza Motorsport. I stopped playing it because of the show. I want to go. I have to do my daily achievements like Sega Man to get my gears things. I'm waiting on Firefight on
Me
Halo to
too.
come.
Yeah.
And I also really, really, really cannot wait to get back into Starfield and especially Redfall. I cannot wait to get back into that game, but that's me.
Yeah, man. I heard Redfall got the 60 frames per second update. I
Yep.
heard that Arcane Studios fixed almost every complaint that everybody had about it, about the frames per second and
Mhm.
about textures loading in late. I had no problem with the game. I loved my time in Redfall, and I can't wait to come back to it now that it's been patched. But Sega Man 101, my number one with a gun. What are you playing right now? Anything new has caught your eye? What are you on right now, brother?
Well, I've been playing a lot of Starfield, brother. I think I'm a level. I think I'm 25 now. I think level 25 or something like that.
Nice.
I've been playing that a lot, man, and Forza Motorsport. But I've been playing this new game that came out on Game Pass. It looks like a Tenchu game. It's the sword game with Sega game. It's a fighting game
Okay.
with a dude with the sword.
Oh,
What's it called?
you talking about what's that, like a dragon Ishin or something like that?
Ishin, yeah.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, it just came out the other day, and I'm gonna tell you what, E, it's a beautiful damn game. It's like a open world like type game. You can do all other kind of stuff and still do your mission, and it looks really, really good. E, I mean, it looks really good. So you can tell it's a next gen game, bro. It looks really good. So I started playing that a little bit, and then I went back to Starfield and Forza Motorsport. But the Starfield, there's just so much to do in that game, man. There's all kind of stuff to discover. I mean, there's just so much. Look, you're not going to finish that, man. There's too much to do in Starfield, man. There's just way too much to do in Starfield right now, man. It's a phenomenal game, bro. It's a phenomenal game.
Sound like you flooded with content over there on Xbox, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's like that.
Yeah. You know, Bethesda is like they're like pioneers, man. This is what these young cats don't understand. Others Inc. and Dia, they don't understand that these pony bots, these young millennial young dudes, they just don't understand that, man. They are like the lore of gaming. They've been out for years with Doom, Wolfenstein on the computer. You know what I mean? These guys are like big in the gaming industry, and like E-Rock said, any game they have, Fallout, all those games like that, Doom, all these games, like what's the other one they have that's really good? What's that other one? Wolfenstein. What's the other one? There's another one that I want them to come out with a part 3. What's that game where you're the stealth dude? What is that? Damn, what's the name of that game? There was one and two that came out, and I beat both of them. It was you're like this stealth girl and you're killing people. What's the name of that game?
Yeah, you lost.
Yeah,
it.
me too. I
think it's called Dishonor.
Okay,
right?
Dishonored. Dishonored.
Oh, okay.
Dishonor.
Okay.
Dishonor was a fantastic a game. They just don't understand, man. I mean, Bethesda is huge, bro. I mean, Todd and them and the crew,
we know
they make fantastic games, and they come out and try to shun him and say all kind of stuff because it didn't come out on their preferred platform with Starfield, man. These guys, they don't understand, man. You know what I mean? They don't understand.
They're not gamers, and them in the media are emotionally attached to a box. Anybody, like I got into this with a YouTuber like last year. Like Xbox fans have known who Bethesda was, going as far back as Elder Scrolls Oblivion. That came out in 2006 on the Xbox 360. We knew who they were then, and if you didn't know who they were, it was reinforced with the success of Skyrim. So this was going to be nothing but a success. So that's
100%.
great to hear, Sega man. And
hey, check this out real quick. Snooky Jackson, what's up? He pulled up. Shisno Elite, a great one. He pulled up, and this is one for that Unlimited would appreciate. Johnny Dome Studios at 9:25 p.m. I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the Suicide Squad game.
Yo.
And then,
Oh
and
yeah,
then
I almost forgot about that game.
right,
Yeah.
and Shit Snow Elite said back there at 9:25 p.m. He said that Redfall update is awesome. It was great before, even better now. And see, Shit Snow Elite and I said the same thing. Like I have 240 hours in Redfall. I just haven't played it since Starfield released. You know, but I'm eager to get back into the game. But but go ahead, guys.
No, I'm with you there, man.
On Johnny Dome Studios.
Yeah, with Johnny Dome, I'm with you there, man. The only game of next year that probably tops that for me personally is going to be Avowed, because people. I've been telling people about Obsidian for like 3 years now.
Yeah, Obsidian's good.
So I'm ready for them to finally have that game that's going to put them on the map. That because people slept on the Outer Worlds, Alpha Protocol. The South Park Stick of Truth, you know, they got a great history of making some really fun and different type of RPGs. Since Avowed's going to have the benefit of exclusivity, and people are going to see, okay, they're going to be the way that people talk about Insomniac for Sony, they're going to be talking about Obsidian for after Avowed, because they're going to be like, damn, they gave us Grounded, the Outer Worlds, Pentiment, and now Avowed. Yeah, so that's my number one. But yeah, sorry for stepping out for a minute, guys.
Hey, Unlimited, you got to do what you got to do, man. We just have to make sure Evil E-Rock pulls up. Hey, Hell Hydra said at 9:18 p.m. Zinc, you strong. I can't listen to lies all day. Hey, man, look, sometimes you have to listen because people like J-Rock be knocking the shit out of people with some clever shit, you know, that you hear about later. But you got to start holding some of these people accountable, man. And when you hear epic stupidity like, and I really don't want to pound Boomstick really hard yet, but what he
listens to other people. Boom is the type of person who will admit he doesn't know a lot about stuff, so he'll talk to other people who act like experts, and that's where he gets a lot of his information.
Yeah,
exactly.
And not only that, Daya, he's the epitome of you become what you're surrounded by.
Correct.
Because even if he is a Xbox guy, when you hear all the negative stuff, he gets influenced, as anyone.
Yeah, he does.
I saw it happen with Next Gen 720 years ago.
Hey, not only that, Unlimited, you so spot on. Like, Boom, he actually liked Redfall. But
yeah, he does. He does say that.
Yeah,
he
but since the rest of all of his
consensus,
YouTube friends, the consensus say it's terrible, dude. I love that game.
Boone actually the only person who played a lot of Redfall.
And that's where you find out who people are. That's who you find out who people are, man. And so you got to ask yourself, you know, I understand what the chat is saying, man. You got to hold these people to the fire. And I understand what other Zik is saying, man. You got to hold these guys accountable. Here's the thing, man. Like, you guys got to understand where I'm coming from. I've been doing this since 2015. I don't want to hold these assholes accountable anymore because I know who you are. I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to do before you do it. We said y'all were going to come after Starfield before it came out. That's what y'all did. Yep. You're going to come after Avowed before it comes out. And Avowed, just like Starfield, is going to be a huge success.
They went after Motorsport, and people said they wouldn't do that.
They went after Forza Motorsport. Forza Motorsport, when those numbers come out, it's going to be a success. Here's the thing. Hebot is not here tonight, right? And if there's been one constant in my 7 years or whatever, however long it's been on YouTube from beginning to end, if there's been one constant in my time here, it has been Hebot, right? I'm sure Tuck, if he was here, he'd have already spilled the beans on Hebot's true identity, but I'm not going to do that. Hebot called out Boomstick in 2018. I was on another podcast. The Exile didn't even exist yet till 2020. I was on the Dragon. I forgot what the hell it was. Forgive me, but B Drew, the Welsh Gamers podcast. I was on his podcast, and he said in 2018, "Yo, watch that guy, Boomstick." He was like, "Oh, watch that guy, Saltiest Gaming." I'm like, this was 2018. So you will be holding these people accountable for the rest of your natural lives. A lot of us now are older. We got health problems. We getting old. We got kids.
We got
responsibilities.
Like Zink, I love you dearly, man. What are you like? You my age. How long you gonna fight this? How long you gonna fight this fight, dude?
Listen, I'm
No,
55.
this is me. This is E-Rock. This is Eric. I don't care. Look, if I give my identity away, what y'all going? Who
Zink, you 55?
This
I'm
is
55.
this is Eric Colquitt, not E-Rock, talking to Zink. How long you gonna fight this fight, bro?
I'm gonna fight when I get a strong back and I can't dunk a basketball anymore. Then I settle down.
I love you, man. You know what I do in the mornings, man? You know what I do, man? I get up in the morning. I gotta take care of moms. I gotta fix breakfast.
Me too. I got that shit off you.
I got a house and bills to manage. After 33 years of being at the peak of physical performance, I'm not at my best anymore like I used to be. Do you think I have a second to waste on Boomstick, on Dreamcast guys? All we can do now is laugh at these guys because they're always wrong. And like Dia said, it's upsetting to see D-Botch with his comments because D-Botch said those comments about Xbox needs quality games, despite 10 years of evidence that Xbox said nothing but quality games. But he has become
E-Rock, when you're done,
Yes, D-Botch has become who he's surrounded by as the crap gamer, as the saltiest gamer, as the MGB, as the Red Dragon. He was on Let's Talk Games with me and Kid Smooth once. We interviewed Red Dragon.
Really?
Like almost under production. We interviewed Red Dragon back when you were in our comment sections. Yes. So to see him like change, these guys become who they want to be. It's like kids in high school. You want to be one of the cool kids, right? Well, it ain't cool to say that.
Smoke this cigarette.
It ain't cool to say that Redfall is actually a good game. We got to join the consensus. And these people let you know who they are. And since D-Botch and Saltiest Game and Colin Moriarty have let me know who they are, why then would I get mad at them anymore? Why would I get mad anymore at fucking James Gunn for destroying the DC universe? Hey, bro, do you? I still own the movies. Do you? I'm not going to pay to see your shit. Fuck you. But look, if that's what your end game is to destroy DC, do it. If that's what your end game is, it's to prop up PlayStation, this dying brand whose boss just left. They didn't even ask this nigga to leave.
He kicked that nigga out.
They told this nigga you leaving, right? Like Unlimited said 2 days ago, Jim Ryan, we want you to you taking a trip. Where am I going? Home.
Dude, I was screaming when Unlimited said that.
Why in my last few hours or years on Earth am I going to get mad at Boomstick or D-Botch anymore, man? It's a waste of goddamn energy. But that's why I'm glad that other Zink is here. I'm not knocking you, other Zink. I don't. I love you. I have a great affection for you, bro. But it's like, with all due respect to the panel, I love all you guys, and even D, who just joined us. I love all of you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I know D is a girl, but I love her too.
I can't get love too.
Yeah,
I know. You're the wrong gender. You can't get no love. I can't speak for he about Sega Man, but Sega Man, can you understand? I don't want to waste any more energy on these guys.
I fully understand what you're saying, but we're gonna let Dia go, and I want to read Gogo Poll what he said at 9:34. But Dia wanted to go so she could go ahead.
Before she goes, I'm enjoying gaming too much, and hopefully before we go,
same dude, we love this
production
shit.
and I can spend at least 10 minutes talking about the incredible streak that Ubisoft was having with Assassin's Creed.
I love them. I'm mad that I can't play that shit.
Yeah, matter of fact, Daya, go ahead and speak. Then we're gonna go to our final topic. Then we're gonna call the night.
Okay, I just wanted to add this, that based on what you guys said, that D-Batch said that that quote, I think it was Zink, that he's using Metacritic.
I read that quote.
Okay, you read
Unlimited.
That? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just telling Unlimited. I read that quote from D.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So what I want to say is we are not going to play that game. We know who runs Metacritic. We know that system is broken, and we're never going to win that game. So if that's D-Botch's way of trying to figure out if the games are good, then you can go ahead and keep thinking the games are bad until infinity. We're not playing that game. I don't look at Metacritic. I don't care about the IGN reporters or the Metro reporters. I don't care about any of them. I don't trust them. So therefore, he can go running to them to get approval of a game to know whether it's good or not. I'm not going to do that, and I would not encourage anybody else who is an Xbox gamer who loves the games on that side to listen to these people. I'm not telling you not to. You do whatever you want, but I'm just saying they're corrupt. All right, they come out. There's no question now for somebody to say that now after what we just saw with Starfield, then this person
after
is
the
not
3
really
years we done had.
Yes, I mean they've been exposed. Starfield, the best thing Starfield did, and I say Redfall, but I say
And Forza.
Starfield, it exposed, Forza too, but exposed them, and we're gonna see more of this. Xbox will never see another 90 meta again. They will never ever again. So understand this, people. Do not go looking at Metacritic. Do not get upset when the ponies come running at. That's all they have. While we're getting new games and stuff, while Microsoft
flooded with games.
More than we can even play. I can't even play all these. I haven't even played no Assassin's Creed or anything.
Me either.
Just some games I'm just gonna say, well, when it down the road, I'll get it. I can't play everything, and then some of these games are so big and everything. I just can't play everything. But look, I'm trying to say this because just like some people were saying Boom was influenced by what's around him, don't you be influenced by what's around you. You can decide whether or not a game is good or not. I'm not telling you what to think. I'm saying you can decide that. No reviewer, no aggregate place like a Metacritic can tell you that. Okay, that's these people's opinion, and they're inserting politics and everything else in there. If you want to know if a game is good, and if you have Game Pass, play it for yourself. If you want to play a game and you were already interested before you saw those reviews, then get it yourself. Take a risk sometimes and buy a game. I do that. That's what Game Pass allows me to do. It allows me to take those risks from time to time because the money that I would have paid for those games, I can pay for other ones. So that's what I wanted to say, because I know they're not moving the narrative to Metacritic. We're not accepting Metacritic over here. We're not accepting the reviewers. I don't care what people think about that. They've already burned their bridges, and that's where I stand.
100%.
Absolutely excellent. Absolutely excellent, Daya. And one of the least popular videos I made, at least the comments didn't like it at the time, was when I wanted to do the stream, Daya, where after Forza Horizon 5 came out and had this amazing Metacritic score, I came and said, I'm not going to praise the game because of its review score. And I got a lot of backlash from the Xbox people at the time. And this is why, because I said at the time, Daya, if you go down this rabbit hole, you're going to live eventually. Xbox gamers, you will live and die by the Metacritic, and you will not be happy because it was pretty obvious to me what was going to happen because the gaming media throws the hissy fit all the time towards Xbox. Right?
100%.
Go ahead and read this comment, Zink, and then we're going to go to our final topic because I really need to go. So we're going to kind of speed through things.
Let's blaze through it. And Google poll just illustrate everything that we're talking about. He's like, the Redfall over, and this is what we're talking about, Iraq. Yeah, the Redfall overreaction still bugs the shit out of me because it shows how easily misled people are. You would think Xbox died when Redfall released. They keep bringing this shit up. And well, we know Redfall. Bruh, I can talk to you all day about the experience I had in Redfall and how tactically I took out shit. I mean, I love this game to death. But anyway, we could talk about that later. Unlimited, gotta go watch.
But they won't bring up. What was that game that came out from PlayStation earlier this year?
Forspoken.
Yeah, they won't talk about that.
Like Sega Man once called it, forgotten. Because even E-Rock forgot about it.
Hey, and the reason I leave Forspoken alone is because one of our boys, Shisno Elite, said it was a pretty good game. But Shisno Elite is one of those types like Unlimited. This dude give every game a shot. He'll try a game all the way through. So I respect people like that. That's why we roll with dudes like that. Go ahead.
And not all games that come out bad stay bad. I mean, look at that's another thing. Sea of Thieves. Did you guys see that it actually was within the 20?
Dear, let me stop.
Let me put it on screen.
Shisno Elite and I are the only two in the whole world that read what the developers of Rare said about Sea of Thieves. Rare said that we're going to continue to develop this game according to how the people play it. Shisno Elite and I were the only two that read this. That they said this. Rare said this about Sea of Thieves before it came out, but nobody else read it. We're the only two.
Yep. So I just want to say I don't know what kind of drugs that Rare's putting in there for seeing things. That thing is popular, but
That's fire.
you can't do it. And then this was laughed at. So look, just like Halo Infinite was it's dead. It's this that thing got a resurgence. I mean, now the Steam charts are going up with Halo because it had to make up for a lot of stuff that was missing. Now that they passed that point, I had predicted. I said, watch their gas.
Hey, dear, check your door. Your doorbell is ringing. COVID-19 is at your door saying, hey, what's up? Because that's what killed a lot of games back then.
A lot of people got affected by that. Yes, but again, they want to do revisionist history and not remember that actually Halo Infinite was a good game at launch. It lacked content.
And I always say this:
I beat that game in 2 days.
It lacked content, but the thing is, you have to understand, everybody. Call of Duty, it took 9 studios to get Call of Duty across the board that year. It took 5 studios to get Halo Infinite across the board to retail back then. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let you finish. I want to speak on Sea of Thieves.
No, I'm done, dude. Go ahead, man. Go do your thing.
Sea of Thieves, and I'm gonna let Unlimited Production get to what he got to talk about because he has to get out of here. Sea of Thieves was a good game when it came out in March 2018. Myself, the Welsh gamer, God damn it, a couple of other gamers from England, Microboxer X. We all had a chance to play it. We all had a chance to co-op on it. And Sea of Thieves, when it first came out, and when it's still out, it presented something that I had never heard of before called emergent gameplay, where there was no plot. There's a plot now because they added story modes to it. But when
multiple story modes,
you and a crew or by yourself, which was scarier, went out there and shit just happened, right? And if somebody came and ran up on you and smoked you, too bad. If you and your boys found the treasure and somebody came and took it, too bad. It was called emergent gameplay, right? And we were busy saying, yo, this is a great game that all Xbox gamers need to play. But the consensus and the majority was like, Xbox needs to do better. Spider-Man, God of War. This was in 2018. So my question to anybody listening to this podcast is, how can you be surprised in 2023 when you go to the circus and you're surprised that there's clowns there? How the fuck are you surprised? This is what's been going on for fucking years, man. And that's why I said I don't engage with these dudes. I don't commiserate with these dudes. I don't be in the chats with these dudes. I don't be anywhere where they're at because I like to keep my few remaining brain cells while I'm still alive. But I mean, like everything Dia said is right. They hate Xbox because Xbox is a success no matter what they do, and they're going to stick to it. They're going to go down with that ship, that blue ship, and that PlayStation logo. They're going to go down with that ship. And all I can do, we just enjoying gaming over here, man. And that's what it is about. It's enjoying gaming. But go ahead, Unlimited.
All right, yeah. So final topic of the day or the night. Just a real quick of what we've been playing because E-Rock and I have been playing a really, really amazing game from what is my personal favorite video game series of Assassin's Creed Mirage. But I'm gonna start with you, Daya. What have you been playing?
They already went.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's
that must have
okay.
been when I stepped away.
I should have told you. We're waiting on you. They all already went.
Okay, awesome, good. Yeah, so E-Rock, man, let's talk about it, man. Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm gonna start off with you.
Oh, I bought Assassin's Creed Mirage because it's a budget game at $50. It's the first $50 game, and it's just I don't know when, probably 2016. Assassin's Creed Mirage is of course by Ubisoft. It's continuing in the tradition of the other Assassin's Creeds that are part of the new Assassin's Creed trilogy. It's a much shorter game than the previous Assassin's Creeds, which is what a lot of the haters and a lot of the writers at IGN wanted because they don't like long games. They like games that are 10 hours where they can swing around Manhattan and be done in the afternoon and write their fucking reviews. Assassin's Creed and games like Starfield are a time investment. So this is a much shorter Assassin's Creed. It's Assassin's Creed. What can I say about it? I'm only a few hours in, but I'm enjoying it.
If you enjoy what Assassin's Creed brings to the table, and has brought to the table his last 4 or 5 years, you're going to enjoy Assassin's Creed Mirage. Immediate observations, just me, my opinions. Limited Production, I have a different opinion. It's not as visually beautiful as Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is, as I told Sega Man when I first got it back in 2020, it has to be seen to be believed. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is 2.5, almost 3 years old, and it still stands as a tech demo for the power of your Xbox Series X or your PlayStation 5. Really, it's just a beautiful game. But the visual differences between Assassin's Creed Mirage and Valhalla come down to just one thing. Assassin's Creed Mirage takes place in Baghdad, or as they call it over there, Baghdad. You're in the middle of a desert, so everything is dry and arid. There's too much light. You're surrounded by a desert, which basically you're surrounded by glass. So visually, it's not as pretty as Assassin's Creed Valhalla was, which was in the countryside of England. But that Assassin's Creed flavor is there. It's toned down. The combat is different. You can't shoot bows and arrows. You don't have a shield. They really took it back to Assassin's Creed's beginnings, which I don't mind so much. Me personally, I like being Cassandra in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I liked having all those powers. I liked having a shield in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I like being able to defend myself better. But what this does in Assassin's Creed Mirage is it makes you have to think out what you're going to do, because I've been getting my ass kicked for like a week now. I've been getting my fucking ass kicked, right? And having to go back and rethink how I do these assassinations. So they took it back to being a more stealthy game. I don't know if that's better than what I've played, because again, Assassin's Creed Assassin's Creed Odyssey is my favorite game, period, ever. But Ubisoft continues to be one of the best developers out there, and they get no praise. It's a much shorter game, because I think instead of making a long ass 100-hour game, which I like, they're doing 3 games simultaneously. Assassin's Creed Mirage, Assassin's Creed Hex, which is in Boston, doing the Salem Witch Trials.
No. It's going to be based off the German witches.
Oh, thank you. My bad. Thank you. And they're doing an Assassin's Creed in China. So they split.
No. Feudal Japan.
Feudal Japan.
Feudal Japan. It's going to be in Feudal Japan.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So sound like Unlimited is a Halo Assassin's Creed player.
Yeah. I know I give you shit for Halo, but it's out of jest. But yeah, I'm the same way with Assassin's Creed, man.
They're making 3 shorter games that are going to come out faster, and I'm here for it. I'm enjoying Assassin's Creed Mirage. It has great gameplay. It's a different flavor. Almost everybody in the game, because of where they're located at, speaks Arabic. It's very Muslim influenced. They went deep. You're going to have guys walking up to you saying "Salam alaikum." You can pickpocket people and get money. It's very different than what Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Odyssey, and Origins was, and that's okay. Are people going to like it? Maybe. But I think that the thing that Ubisoft does is they know when to switch gears and change up things. And so Assassin's Creed Mirage is a huge stark change from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It's a bit more stealthy. You're going to get killed more, and you got to think about what you got to do more. So already the IGN and everybody's complaining about it, like, oh well, it's too stealthy, or the combat changed, or well, I had to wait around until midnight to kill this guy. This is what the fuck you asked for. You didn't like the fact that the Viking guy was killing 20 people all at once, which I love. The Viking guy was stomping people's heads in, which is not in the game anymore. You can't stomp the shit out of people no more. So they took some things out of it to ground it more in what Assassin's Creed has been, the hidden ones. Ivor was almost superpowered. Cassandra in Odyssey was basically Wonder Woman. Bayek in Origins was basically Emotep. And I loved all of that shit. I fucking loved all of that shit. But Assassin's Creed Mirage is a throwback to being this stealthy killer who has to hide in the shadows and kill people. And since that's what you wanted, you, the media, should enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. Is it better than Assassin's Creed Valhalla? No. But I haven't finished it yet, so I'm biased. But I'm enjoying it, and I want to close with saying Ubisoft
is one of the greatest developers and publishers
all
out there
time.
today, of all time. And if you have any doubts, look no further than Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla, and now Mirage. They went somewhere else.
Listen to E-Rock, Advanced Warfighter, Splinter Cell, Rainbow Six. Come on. It's a million games.
But
But Ubisoft Halo is Assassin's Creed. I mean, I don't know. You probably didn't see the last showcase Ubisoft did. They literally did a whole separate part of their show the same way Xbox did the Starfield Direct right after their main show is what Ubisoft does with Assassin's Creed. It's their bread and butter for a reason. Even
100%.
I
understand.
There's a reason why it's their.
And they go deep with it. How do you go from just 3 years ago getting completely immersed in the world of Vikings and the world of England in the 9th century? And then you switch gears and go to the Muslim world in the 9th century, and it's completely locked into that. Everybody's speaking Muslim. It is a totally Muslim game. If you are a brown skin and from the Middle East, this should be your shit. Yeah. So I give Assassin's Creed Mirage right now highest marks, unlimited production.
Oh, excellent!
And I know it's their greatest game series is Assassin's Creed. Mine is, I think I have 770 something achievement points on Assassin's Creed 2. I think when it was real stealthy. Yeah, and I like the stealth type games, but Rainbow Six is my game.
Yeah, same here. I love the stealth gameplay and Odyssey. The Assassin's Creed. When you do your characters, E-Rock, and on the left there's the Assassin's one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was most of my character when I played as Cassandra because I love the stealth style gameplay. So when you kill people, they'll go invisible and stuff like that. So that's my favorite play style. That's how I play all the Assassin's Creed game, and that's a big reason why it's my favorite series, right? So Mirage is right up my alley gameplay wise. So I'm not dying as much as you are, E-Rock, because I never really played it as running in. I've always played it as I lit the bird. Stake out. And now this game is really clever because you can't use it because in some places they got marksmen who see the bird and start
shoot the bird down. Yes.
Yeah. So in that case, then I got to rely on eagle vision. Get a little closer and do it that way. Love it. The gameplay I think is fantastic. Now it's not my favorite. Odyssey, like you, is still my favorite Assassin's Creed game of all time. And I love the Antiquity trilogy of Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla.
Fucking masterpieces.
Yeah, and I also love the ones that was come before then from
Syndicate, Unity.
Like Syndicate and Victoria in London. Go put that game in your Xbox right now and tell me that's not gorgeous setting and just so fitting.
They go deep with whatever time period they go in.
Yeah, and you
100%.
You literally have to save Queen Victoria by the end of Syndicate. It's a brilliant game. All their Assassin's Creed games are brilliant. That's why it's my favorite series. But back to Mirage specifically. My issue with Mirage is not even about the game, it's the narrative. Because for years, E-Rock, I saw people say, we want something more like Assassin's Creed 2. We want the old style game. These games are too long. Stop.
Get
they used to shit hard on you.
Yes.
On from Unity to Valhalla. They used to shit on those games for being just these big, massive maps with too much stuff.
I don't need all of that. It's too much to do.
And the moment E-Rock, the moment Zinc, the moment Dave, the moment Sega Man, they get what they fucking want. It sounds like a bunch of people who shit on Xbox. You get what you want and you hate it, right? And it drives me nuts. And it drives me nuts because my thing is like, okay, if you're going to be negative, at least keep it away from me. But the problem is, as somebody who likes to, sometimes I go to like your internet forums and talk about stuff I like. You can't do that anymore because everybody hates fucking everything.
Yes,
and it affects Assassin's Creed for me personally, man. Where I can't just go to like a crash, the Assassin's Creed forum and just talk. Hey man, this game great. How are you playing it? How did you get through this part? I'm stuck.
Exactly.
You can't do that. Instead of like, oh Ubisoft, you should do this. Ezio. I'm like, dude, if you want to play as Ezio, just put in Assassin. Like Ezio had 3 fucking games. Just play one of those 3, right? But I'm not stuck in 2009. All right, as great as Ezio was, the reason why I love this series is because in 2012 with Assassin's Creed 3, they decided to do something different. Instead, they give you the Native American with Connor and the American Revolution. I'm like, oh my God, really? And then you could say George Washington. The next game after that, you're as a pirate playing as Edward Kenway. And then after that, you could do in Rogue. In Rogue is really cool because you're a former assassin who joins the Templars. And that's a different perspective, right? And then after that, you're in French Revolution with Unity, and then you're in Victorian London, and then you're in ancient Egypt, and then you're in Greece, and then in Valhalla you're with the what were they? Iraq.
The Vikings.
Vikings. Thank you. The Vikings.
And the thing is,
the Vikings. Hold on. 1 second, Zink. The Valhalla went so deep. You literally go as a Viking to America. And that is called Finland or something like that, or something like that.
Finland, yeah.
Thank you. That's how deep it is. You could literally go to the United States of America of that time period as Finland, of what the Vikings called it at then, right? And then now we're in Baghdad. And then what I love about Mirage is that it's gameplay wise, it's a perfect mix of the trilogy and the old school style.
It's so different.
Yeah, and
it's Assassin's Creed, but it's different.
Yeah, because in the old school style, you actually used to not be able to just crouch on your own, right? So that's a modern feature that's there. Like the gameplay mix that they did, I think was perfect, and to see that it just gets shit on like everything else. Like I literally saw one video say that Assassin's Creed Mirage gets everything wrong, and I'm blown. I didn't watch it, but it's just that title alone, right? It's just that title alone of how it gets like everything. Come on now, the hyperbole.
Y'all were just complaining that these games were too long. Yeah. That they basically became RPGs and they became Witcher clones. And I was like, I actually enjoyed Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla more than The Witcher. I'm sorry, I know I'm in the minority, but
I'm with you there.
And see what I was about to say. They get close to history with their games.
Yeah,
and that's what I appreciate.
And as a history buff, I love that stuff.
100%. My mother would love some shit like this.
Zink. Colleges were using it at one point, using Odyssey and Origin specifically in their courses because they got I forgot what it's called.
It's called the World Tour. It was DLC. But now in each game they put it in little increments now. Like in Mirage, instead of having the World Tour, every time you discover something, these little white balls, unlimited production, it opens up all of this knowledge about what life was like in Baghdad. And you're learning shit while you're playing games.
See, I didn't play those two games, but just off of playing the ones that I played, and I stopped at 2. And this is not because they weren't great games. I was playing other things, and I know how I play games like that. Like I really went through part 2. But the history of that game, dude, it was too accurate. So my mother would love things like this that's that close to history, to actual history. And that's what I like about it. But people don't appreciate that.
I'm with unlimited production and the fact that these gamers I don't even know if we can call them gamers anymore, because you get everything you asked for. You wanted Assassin's Creed to change 10 years ago, 8 years ago, you got it. You hated that. You wanted it to change again, you got it, and you're still upset. So nothing's going to make y'all happy except for Spider-Man. And when y'all start complaining about Spider-Man, remember, this is what y'all asked for.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad that developers like Bethesda and Ubisoft aren't listening. They aren't listening to y'all. They're going ahead with their plans for Assassin's Creed. I think it's 100 Assassin's Creed coming out in the next few years. And I'm down for all of it, because I was a guy who about 5 years ago would have told you, E-Rock, you're going to play Assassin's Creed? Nope. I had the first one. Don't really care about the series. But it was Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla that made me buy all the other Assassin's Creed, because I'm like, any developer that went this deep, and I went to school for art history. I have a degree in art history and graphic design, and I was knocked on my ass by Assassin's Creed, fucking Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, because they went so deep with people speaking the language and the history. And you find little artifacts, and you can go on a world tour. And now I'm learning about Baghdad, a place that I hate to say it, I don't want to go to the Middle East, but you can do that. You can do that in video games, and this is why Ubisoft is so special, and they have to be protected at all costs. And I'm done on my soapbox.
Hey, let me tell you why. And Unlimited, you could end it. I'm done on this. Right. This is why I always give Jade Raymond a pass. She hasn't created anything since, but she was a catalyst in starting Assassin's Creed. And I'm going to forever give that chick credit for that. Forever.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you there, man. Thank you to her and the likes. You know, again, it's my
You know,
favorite.
they started a game series in Jerusalem, which you probably can't do now.
Yeah.
They went deep with that shit. I'm just saying. You know, we're living in touchy political times now. At Ubisoft, you know, they tread those lines, man.
Yeah. But putting it in a different time period is what drew me to the series. But with that, everybody, we're going to start calling it a night. I thank everybody again. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Daya, I got to thank you as well because you weren't here at the beginning. So, Daya, today is the 2-year anniversary of the Unlimited Truth. And I thanked the others earlier. I also want to thank you as well because you've been just a great you were an excellent accent in the comments when I was mistaking you as a guy saying my brother Daya. And you had to correct me. You've been
I'm a girl.
Yeah, you've been an asset from the moment I first brought you on.
Word up.
And just seeing you grow with us as well, and how much knowledge you bring and your perspective
100%.
has also been fantastic. You know, so everybody, again, thank you. What a great show we had. And there's going to be plenty more in the future because we all of us here love gaming. All of us are going to keep preaching how great gaming is. And I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not going to stop telling you. Listen, I may not be here forever, but I know what I will do forever, and that's tell you how great gaming is, no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Right. And with that, guys, I do got to get going, and I apologize for all the, starting late and missing half the show and stuff. But sometimes it is what it is. We will be back soon, maybe next week. It depends on what the news show. But everybody, again, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the rest of your week, and we are out.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.